Sleeves versus wraps. Is it worth it? What's the difference? Does it work? I'm going to answer those questions, and I'm going to put some clips in of me using each one to tell the difference. Starting with sleeves. People use sleeves for bench, for squat, for shoulder press, anything where your arm is doing this motion, where you're pressing, they'll probably be useful. People think it's cheating. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. There's certain brands that are allowed in powerlifting meets, and there's certain brands that aren't. It all depends on how much compression, how much spring it gives you. But the main purpose for sleeves is joint protection. It compresses right on your elbow where you put it. And it's just better to use them. You don't have to get ones that are super tight, because then, it might be doing a little more than just keeping your joints safe. But as far as, are you cheating if you're using sleeves? No, you're not cheating. If it adds anything, maybe it'll add like 5 pounds to your PR, if that, depending on which sleeves you get, obviously. Now, when you look at wraps, that's a whole different story. Now, they're very thick, but also they're elasticy. They're very stretchy. So what that means is you can wrap them as tightly as you want around your elbow, and it'll end up being a lot tighter than the sleeves could ever get. And so when you do that, it creates a spring on your elbow. Now, it still does help protect your joints, of course, but it also helps you move more weight. Some people have different experiences than others. Helps some people more than others, depends on what form you use, but overall, it does help you lift more weight. Now, that doesn't mean that they're pointless. There's still benefits to using them, doing more weight than you normally could, but as far as a powerlifting perspective, it does help you lift more. I bench pressed today, and I did the same weight, the same reps with both of these. I did the sleeve first since it helps less. I'm going to insert the clip here. As you can see, it's not super hard. This is a weight that I can comfortably do already. So it's not extremely hard, but as you guys saw, it it moved okay. Now, when I compare that with the clip with the wraps, as you guys can see here, and remember, this is a set after the sleeves, you can see it's moving pretty easy, especially in the bottom portion. It's just like a spring. It just shoots right up off of my chest. Um, the one downside is that it can be very uneven sometimes, because they're not predetermined like on your arm. You have to wrap them yourself. So that's something that I did experience, was that the wraps were a little uneven. I did 2 sets, and both times they were uneven on one arm than the other. Now, it can really, really make a difference if it's uneven when you're doing weight that you can't normally do without the wraps, because then the wraps are the limiting factor there. So if one of them's not on right, then that whole side is going to be messed up the whole time. So you just gotta, if you do use these, you gotta make sure that you make them even. Another thing, since they can get so tight, you can't have them on too long, or you will lose circulation in your arm. So maybe try to get them even the first time. But as far as if they work, yeah, both of them work. I used to have a lot of elbow pain, and as soon as I started using sleeves, it all disappeared. So If that's something that you struggle with, definitely get some sleeves. But if you are just looking to, lift heavy weights, get some wraps. They'll help you do more weight, and then your body, besides what it's helping with, it'll get used to holding that weight. And in turn, you'll still get stronger even though you're using wraps. You'll get stronger without wraps as well. So they both have their own uses. Is it worth it? Sleeves 100%. Wraps just depends on your goals at the end of the day. But as you guys can see, wraps, are they considered cheating? Yes, they are considered cheating in a powerlifting standpoint. Sleeves, they're not, depending on which ones you get. There are sleeves out there that are extremely tight and extremely stiff to give you that spring. But yeah, guys, hope that was informative. And I'm not sponsored by any brands, so I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. This is just to let you guys know if you were curious. So hope you guys found it informative, and if there's anything I missed or any questions, let me know in the comment. Thank you guys for watching.